Hey guys, it's the Tyrant here, and it's almost 2017, and you know what that means. We are one step closer to the apocalypse. But more importantly, we are about to celebrate Halo 3's 10th anniversary, and damn does that make me feel old. But this also means something else. A question that has been eating away at Halo fans from across the globe is, will the 10th anniversary of Halo 3 usher in a Halo 3 Anniversary Edition? I mean, it's a logical question considering that's what's happened with the two previous Halo titles, but does that necessarily mean the same will happen with Halo 3? And I'll be honest with you, I know some of you are going to hate me for saying this, but honestly, I doubt we'll be seeing a Halo 3 Anniversary anytime in the near future, mainly because I don't think fans nor Microsoft would truly benefit from it. Alright, now hear me out. First, we need to take a look at why Anniversary Editions were made for the first two games, and what Microsoft had to gain from it. So let's start with Halo Anniversary. Halo Anniversary was the very first game created by 343 Industries after they acquired the Halo franchise, and they wanted their first impression to be a good one. So they thought, what could be a better way to impress Halo fans than to remaster the game that started it all? Not only that, but since there were a number of complaints regarding Halo Reach's multiplayer, 343 thought this would be a great excuse for creating a classic playlist that held more true to games predating Reach. And personally, I think they were right. 343's take on Halo Reach's multiplayer was spot on. I mean, think about it. No more loadouts, no more ordnance drops. Dead on, 343. Good job. So then what about Halo 2? Now, I'll admit, I really didn't think 343 would spend time and money on remaking a game that was already created with Xbox Live in mind, unlike the original title. And to be fair, I was right to a certain extent. They didn't make a Halo 2 Anniversary, they made Halo the Master Chief Collection, which, granted, put most of its focus on a remastered version of Halo 2's campaign and multiplayer, with the completely redone cutscenes to top it off, and man, they looked good. So basically, that was 343's chance to bring most of the other Halo games to the Xbox One, and giving special treatment to Halo 2 would give Halo fans more of a reason to basically buy all of the Halo games again. And I'm not gonna lie, both games really could have used a graphical overhaul, especially with all the visual glitches in Halo 2, like ghosting or having trouble loading objects and scenery, especially during cutscenes. But that was never really the case with Halo 3. Halo 3 had the distinct advantage of being made from the ground up on far more powerful hardware and ultimately giving us the kind of game Bungie wanted to give us the last time around. And while the graphics received a slight polish with Halo 3 ODST, they still hold the test of time and look fantastic even today. So you really need to take a step back and look at the graphical differences between Halo 3 and Halo 5. Granted, there are artwork differences, but still. Or I should say art style differences, but you need to ask yourself, would remastering a game with its main focus being a complete graphic overhaul really be worth the studio's time, energy, and money? Would it be worth your money? I mean, what could they really do aside from give the game a nice buff and shine and bring the frame rate up to 60 frames per second and... Oh, wait, they did do that! It was included in the Master Chief Collection. And whether you like the Master Chief Collection or not, it was a brilliant idea on Microsoft's part. Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2 were both first-generation Xbox games, and it's undeniable that both these games could benefit from a graphics upgrade. But Halo 3's graphics still look really good today, even if it has been 10 years. What 343 did for Halo 3 and the Master Chief Collection is really the best thing that could be done for it. Anything else sold as a separate game would basically be a waste of their time and our money at this point. And that brings us to our next argument. Who's to say that even if they were considering a Halo 3 Anniversary that it would even be any good? I mean, let's face it, even though I personally really enjoyed Halo Anniversary as well as the Master Chief Collection, the overall critical response to these two games wasn't all that positive. A lot of people complained about the first game being too buggy and how they weren't basically paying their hard-earned cash for their game they already owned. The complaints surrounding the Master Chief Collection were even worse. I mean, even 343 acknowledged that the game had issues and apologized in the form of free Halo 3 ODST downloadable content. Both of these games were a commercial failure for 343, even if they had the best of intentions going into it, and even if I personally really enjoyed them. The fact of the matter is that they may really love their hardcore legacy Halo fans, but the masses have spoken. The anniversary games are more trouble than they're worth, and 343 has better places to be putting in all that extra time and effort. Which brings us to our final argument. With Halo Wars 2 set to release early next year and the next major Halo title slotted for a late 2018 release, when exactly would 343 have time to work on a third title and continue updating Halo 5 Guardians at the same time? I mean, doing all that would either require a lot of extra manpower and hours, or it would mean the two games we already know we're getting wouldn't be getting all the attention to detail they need. I mean, personally, I'd rather have 2 really great Halo games than 3 lackluster ones. I mean, wouldn't you? So I think I've made a pretty good case here as to why Halo 3 Anniversary is not likely to pop up, thus also ending the Anniversary tradition in favor of moving forward rather than backwards. But let's take a second to think of an alternate universe where 343 decided to throw all logic out the window and Halo 3 Anniversary was officially planned for a 2017 release. How would that go? What would consist of it? Well, we know they do their best to update all the graphics, adding in as much detail and polish as they could, but it couldn't just be another Anniversary game with a fresh coat of paint, even if that coat included new epic CGI cutscenes like in Halo 2 Anniversary. It would have to be sold as something greater than just Halo 3 Anniversary, but what could they do? They already brought all the other previous titles over to Xbox One, that is except for one, Halo Reach. Yes, in order for this to sell, Halo Reach, the only Halo game not to be brought over to the Xbox One, would also need to be included. And with Halo Wars 2 also coming out next year, it probably wouldn't be a terrible idea to add that to the package as well. And since Halo 3 would already be the main focus here with a complete graphical overhaul, they would of course need to also add in Halo 3 ODST and give it the same treatment in addition to Firefight mode. I deem they could call this Halo the Legacy Collection, and it would officially bring all of the remaining Halo titles over to the Xbox One. But would this still really be enough to warrant a Halo 3 Anniversary? Well, here's where things get interesting. Some of you may remember another video I posted on this site regarding a free version of Halo 3's multiplayer made for the PC. For those who haven't seen it yet, I'll post a link in the description below. It really isn't Halo 3 PC, but it's pretty damn close. Really, it's an alpha project that was later abandoned by 343 Industries called Halo Online. Basically, the game takes a number of Halo 3 maps down to the last detail, along with Halo 3's Forge mode, and allows to be playable on PC for free. However, at the end of the day, it's still an unfinished game with a lot of bugs. And this is where Halo 3 Anniversary would come in. Like with the Master Chief Collection, Halo 3 Anniversary would include a built-from-the-ground-up multiplayer experience. Only this would be centered around creating an updated Halo 3 multiplayer experience. But here's the best part, it wouldn't just be available on Xbox One, it would also be available for Windows 10. I mean, stop and think about it for a second, we already know they can do it and are willing to given their approach to Halo 5 Forge. Not to mention it would benefit Microsoft directly by further encouraging gamers to update to the latest version of Windows. Not to mention old school Halo 3 fans have been waiting for years for an actual Halo 3 PC. And lastly, it would make Halo Online completely obsolete and draw more old school fans back into the Halo circle. So that, my friends, is the official Tyrant take on Halo 3 Anniversary. I hope this video was an informative video for all of you out there watching. I'm really curious to see what all of you think of the concept of a potential Halo 3 Anniversary, whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, or if your ideas are just flat out entirely different. Whatever those opinions are, I'd love for you to tell me in the comments section below, or you can let me know on Twitter and Facebook. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more video game related content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you guys here right here next time on MythicTyrant.com. Thanks for listening and watching, and as always, I am the Tyrant, signing off.